Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Important second down play coming up. Going with the old counter run here. Stop right there at the line with no gain.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Defense is coming after him. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great play to set up his offense here.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run. Here's a carry for the fullback. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And I really thought on second goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running. Man, does it backfire.
An important third down and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And they tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. Play action here on first down. He's running out of time here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Throws to the tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. The Hoosiers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. He's going to hand this off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. He finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Finally brought down, but the offense moving close to the red zone here. And the Hoosiers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Offense will keep it on the ground here. This is the 6th play on the drive. They're going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They'll try the right here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. Here's the 2nd down play. There's the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Nice grab. It's Johnson. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. We get him at the 42, good enough for a 1st down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Simmons. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Lets it fly to the wide out. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. To the air, it's Simmons. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. And Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Point after, up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the completion made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and hit him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Heading left after the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Going the other way, can they catch him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Not able to connect, incomplete. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down at the 47.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Second down play coming up for this offense. Single back takes the handoff. And the Rebels pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Pass caught.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Bringing pressure. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he's got some open field ahead. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Rebels. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's escaping the pocket now. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Game makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Launching it. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
At this point, the offensive coordinator has to think about going to the other quarterback. That's his 4th interception in this game alone. He's throwing the ball into coverage, and the defense is making him pay for it.
The short completion of the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now the offense will spend a timeout here. Want to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Back to throw. It's Simmons. Tries to get it to the running back. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down. So clearly the offense content to take this lead into halftime. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And that will extend their lead even further. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hoosiers will kick it off to begin the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. And they get the second half started with their running play. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Running back has it on the screen now. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Running play called on third and short. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. The Rebels looking to use the up-tempo offense here. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45, a solid gain.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on fourth down and one, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Keeping it on the ground here.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The gain makes it second and medium. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Here's the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. This drive is important. The last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. He's got it for a big gain. He's swarmed by the defense.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Receiver in motion now. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Using his legs on the scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep his drive moving.
Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's an actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Man, that's how you respond after giving up such a big play through the air. The next play, you get after the quarterback, make some adjustments, and come up with a nice sack.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. He's going to take off. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, that's a big-time scramble by that quarterback. My gosh, if you're the defensive coordinator, you got to be scratching in your head. You had him at second and forever. You take away everything downfield, and this guy picks up these yards by running the ball. Now, it's third down. You better make up for it right here.
They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And he's brought down. A sack for the defense coming up big on this fourth down play.
Now the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
Second down after that previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Touchdown, Rebels. And the route is on.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. They'll try a pass here. Catch made on the right side. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So 2nd down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He slings this one deep down the left side. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they've got the recovery. The offense goes right back to work now.
Well, how about that? Man, you don't see that happen hardly ever with an onside kick coming up exactly the way it is drawn. Great execution on this one. Let's see what they can do with this extra possession now.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Looking to scramble. He bought some time, now lets it go. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the 1st down.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
He'll take a deep shot here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. And that one's picked off. What a play. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Gonna run it. It's Johnson. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
With the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a 3rd down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down after that run on the previous play. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. He was successful last time out. This attempt is from 42 yards away. And the field goal is good. And they add to their lead. So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of prop. He'll take a deep shot here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that will help them down the road.
And the Hoosiers will have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely.
Catch is made deep down the right sideline. Keeps a foot in bounds. What concentration. The Hoosiers move into the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Indiana. Still no answer for this offense. Now with no time left in this blowout loss, the PAT, just a formality. And they fake it and find the tight end. And he's brought down short of the goal line. The defense all over that attempted fake. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.